Hi, today we're going to be looking at the circle of fifths. And the circle of fifths really helps us to understand a lot about music theory. So, what you'll need to help you is a piece of paper, and you can just copy what I already have here. It is a circle, and you'll notice at the top we have C, and we're going to come around in a clockwise version and get back to C. So let's begin. It's called a circle of fifths, so we need 5 notes, including the first one, before we get to the second one. So if you take a look at the keyboard and you count up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you have a G. So we'll write G here. Then we'll start on G and we'll count 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have D. Now we'll count from D, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have A. From A, we're counting up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have E. And from E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we have B. Now when we get here, we do need to pause and think about something. All of the fifths that we have done so far are actually equal in distance on our keyboard. And let me show you. Even though I just counted 5, I could also count the number of half steps between them. So if I start here and I start counting from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 half steps between C and G. And if I go again and count from G to D, there are also 7 half steps. The same occurs all the way until I get to B. When I get to B, it's a little different story. If I start here and start counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, there are only 6. I really need to go up to this black note to make it the equal distance. So this is an F sharp, and that is the next note on our circle of fifths. Now if I start on my F sharp and count up 7 half steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I have a C sharp. That actually finishes out the sharp portion of our circle of fifths. Now, if we will start on C sharp and we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is a G sharp, but G sharp is a really crazy note for pianists. So we're going to call it A flat. Now we'll count up another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have E flat. We'll count up another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have B flat. We'll count up another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have F. From F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we are back to C. And that is why the circle of fifths comes around to C. Now, another way of looking at this is a way of looking at key signatures. So the key of C has 0 sharps and 0 flats. Key of G has 1, D has 2 sharps, A has 3 sharps, E has 4 sharps, B has 5 sharps. The F sharp has 6 sharps, and C sharp has 7 sharps. That's all the sharps. All right? So I like to teach my students this silly sentence about the order of sharps. Fat cats go down alleys every birthday. The sharps always occur in this order. So the key of G has 1 sharp, and that sharp is F sharp. The key of D has 2 sharps. It has F sharp and C sharp. And we could keep going around the circle of fifths. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. Now we have 4. And I like to say these words, fat cats go down. That helps me. There's 5 here. Fat cats go down alleys. There's a D and there's an A. And then the 6 sharps, fat cats go down alleys every. And then, of course, all of them are over here. Fat cats, oops, go down alleys every birthday. Those are all the sharps. All right, now we can look at the flats. If you look at the order of sharps, the flats are exactly backwards. The order of sharps is B, E, A, D, G, C, F. So if I want to know what the first flat is, I look at the very last sharp, and that is the name of the first flat, B flat. The key of B flat has 2 flats, B and E. The key of E flat has 3, B flat, E flat, A flat. The key of A flat has 4 flats, B flat, E flat, A flat, and D flat. And now we're back again to our sharps. Now a C sharp is also a D flat. So we could, that's why we have this right here. We could also call this part of the circle D flat. C sharp and D flat are the same note. We can call this part of the circle F sharp or G flat. And we can call this part of the circle B or C flat. And in this case, we have 5 flats for D flat, 6 flats for G flat, and 7 flats for C flat. And I've run out of room to write everything. It's gotten a little crazy here. You can pause the video and take a look at how I filled out this portion. So how this helps you is that when you need to know a key signature or you need to write a scale, say for instance you have to write a scale on the key of D and you're starting on D and you have all of the notes, you need to go back to your knowledge of knowing that the key of D has 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. And so when you're writing that scale, you need to sharp those notes. So I hope that this has helped, that knowing the circle of fifths will be something that will help you with not only your key signatures, but also your scales.